I want to talk to you about something that is going to sound almost metaphysical, maybe a bit weird, but bear with me. We have to talk about it. Now, when I say it, I don't mean the horror clown from the Stephen King novels or the two movies. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what is going on inside your skull and what almost everyone gets wrong about it, and how you can use it to turn your life around in the best possible way. So, most people think that they think. This is not the case. You just have thoughts. And there's a very clear distinction. I can prove it to you as well. For a second, be quiet and notice all the thoughts going on in your mind. They're always there. They go on 24/7. So notice the thinking going on. And now, do me a favor and stop thinking. Just complete silence for a couple seconds. And if you try to do that, you will notice that it's impossible. Now, this means something very important. It means that you don't think. Because if you did, you could stop it, right? You could just stop thinking and enjoy the peace and quiet of not thinking. But you can't. You can't because you don't think. You have the thoughts. It thinks. And you'll notice that it thinks like the weirdest possible things in the most unlikely scenarios, and it usually thinks it when you can't do anything about it. Like you wake up or you lay awake at night thinking about that bill you still have to pay and what you should have said in that heated discussion 4 years ago, and why it's so sad that you're not succeeding, and the decade that went by and you're still not there. It gives you all this bullshit that you can't do anything about. You would expect that thing that is you to be on your side, but for the vast majority of the population, it's not on your side. And it's your fault. Because you're constantly filling it up with bad self-programming. You're sort of cramming shit into it, and then you expect it to turn it into gold. But it doesn't. It just regurgitates whatever you've been telling it. That's why it usually spews out so much bullshit. Because you're constantly talking to yourself, noticing things, and then it just regurgitates everything that you're feeding it. And that is absolutely awesome, because that means that you can feed it good stuff, and it's going to regurgitate good stuff all the time. Can you imagine how powerful you'd be if your brain was actually on your side 100% of the time? Can you imagine how good you feel going into every interaction, every business deal, every sporting event, every social event, knowing, like in your core, knowing that you're the man, and you can do anything? And these people are happy to see me because I'm awesome. And obviously I know what to say. I know what to say at every time. I'm lucky. If you've watched Financial Wizardry, you know the power of having this self-belief of being lucky, of things just working out for you. It's amazing. Like everything just always works out for me. It's so great. And if you watched Andrew Tate speak, you will start picking this up now that I've told you, but you will notice the self-talk that's going on. And the fact that he refuses to do negative self-talk. Even questions that are sort of geared towards it, like what's your biggest fear or what's your biggest regret, you can literally see him say and lay out what I'm telling you right now. Basically he says, I don't live in fear and I don't do regret, because it doesn't help you at all. It doesn't move you forward, doesn't move the needle. So let me give you 2 things that you can do right now from today moving forward to actually improve this facet and to get your brain on your side. First of all, I want you to buy a booklet or a journal or a notepad, I don't really care, something to write on, and a pen. I assume you have a pen. If you live in a civilized society, you should be able to get a pen. Or steal a pencil from IKEA or something if you don't have one. You know, the crayons. Anyway, get yourself a pen and something to write on, and you're going to write out your goals every day. Your whatever, how many, 10 goals, let's say. You're going to write them out every day. And if you want to go hardcore, you write them out in the morning, and then you write them out again at night. And if you've been paying attention, you know why. Because you want to start filling up your brain with good stuff. Most people are always filling it up with all the nasty fantasies of all the fear porn and the stuff that they don't want to happen, and you're filling your brain with that stuff. Let's fill up your brain with the stuff that you want to happen. And the second thing that I want you to do is be really mindful of the stuff that's going on in your mind and the stuff that you say out loud. And whenever you say something about yourself that's self-deprecating or that you assume that is real, like maybe you're clumsy, or maybe you're dumb, or maybe you've always been bad at something, or maybe you're just not the type to be able to do something, I want you to change that purposefully around at that moment. I want you to preferably say it out loud to yourself and actually stand behind it. So let's say you've been having a hard time being disciplined. You're not going to say, I just have a hard time being disciplined. You're going to say, I'm getting more disciplined by the day. Discipline comes easy to me. I'm the kind of guy that gets his work done on time, every time. I put in the work because I'm master of my destiny. I know what I have to do to get to where I want to go, and I'm going to do it. I won't be a failure. Being a failure is lame. So, write down your goals every day, twice if you're hardcore, and start rephrasing and reframing your language. It makes a massive difference in your life.